get a fire permit. We didn't know that. It was
Wait. Why are we being stopped? Why are we being stopped?
Several people have called to complain of suspicious activity.
What type of suspicious activity?
We don't know. That's why we're investigating.
We've just been walking. We walked down to the fire department, try to get a fire permit, and walking back. You got no reason to stop us, no reason to ID us, and none of us will ID.
Investigate.
That's fine, but none of us will ID.
All right, folks, let's get right to it so we don't waste your time. This video was sent to my email for review. The young man in this video did an outstanding job in not only protecting himself and his rights, but also the rights of the folks he was with. This is something that's not often talked about. The importance of this channel stretches out and reaches friends and family beyond my own comprehension. Sure, I get emails and comments that tell me what they've learned and or utilized to help them, but when folks have video proof of stuff like this, I realize the magnitude of impact we've made. This video takes place in Rindge, New Hampshire. The department is the Rindge Police Department. These young men are walking back from the fire department where they were trying to get a fire permit. The fire department was closed, so they were walking back home. The young man recording did an amazing job. I couldn't wait to show you guys this video.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he lives super close to the fire department. Okay. So
there is no reason to stop us. Suspicion is not a crime. It's legal to walk down this road. We walked on the left side on oncoming traffic both ways.
Okay.
There is no reason to stop us, and we are not going to submit to any search, seizures, or ID. We're legally walking down the road. There's no reason to stop us. Suspicion, quote unquote, is not a crime.
Okay. Do you want to give me a second to tell you what's going on?
No.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you. We're free to go.
Yep.
We're free to stay. Could you guys just leave first so it doesn't feel like no?
You can walk down
Nope.
the road.
If we're free to go, we're free to stay. They can leave. You guys continue walking to my house, but I'm gonna fight this.
Okay. Have a good night.
If we're free to go, we're free to stay.
All right, guys. Be careful.
Yep, I'm just going to wait for you guys to leave. If we're free to go, we're free to stay, and I'm not going to be kicked out of a public road. I know my rights. Yeah, our safety is not your concern legally. Legally, it is not.
Okay, we're not going to argue.
Supreme Court has already ruled that our safety is not your concern. Yep, you just wanted to try to ID us. Walk of shame. Just leave. We're not going to ID. We're not going to submit to anything unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. We have not committed a crime. You cannot stop us or ID us.
The police stopped them and said they got calls that they were being suspicious out there. But let's keep in mind, folks, that police are also allowed to lie. So it's very important that you guys know your rights at all times and you don't believe what you're told just because they have on a uniform and a badge. This here is Chief Todd Muhlenberg of the Rindge Police Department. Chief Muhlenberg spent 24 years with the Scottsdale, Arizona Police Department, where I just so happened to visit. Scottsdale is in the greater Phoenix area, and I personally seen some questionable police work that reeks of corruption. You don't have to take my word for it. Here's Attorney General Merrick B. Garland talking about Phoenix police being investigated for practices of violating folks' constitutional rights.
Today, we are announcing that the Justice Department is opening an investigation into the City of Phoenix and the Phoenix Police Department. The investigation will determine whether the Phoenix Police Department engages in a pattern or practice of violations of the Constitution or federal law.
Now, I don't really think the small town of Rindge, less than 7,000 folks in population, want a corrupt chief who turns a blind eye to civil rights violations operating there. I will add the phone number to the police department for informational purposes. The officers in this video did a pretty good job of not pushing the issue and also keeping their feelings and ego in check. That is up until the moment they drove away and one of the officers yelled out of the window calling these guys bitches. The young man in the video told me in the email that you can barely hear it in the video, but I personally could not hear anything. Now, I don't think any one of these officers are going to be making any confessions, but maybe the chief of police can have a spat with these boys and see if one of them wants to tell on the other. Now, that may just be wishful thinking on my part, but I'm optimistic, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. See you guys on the next video, but only if you get my notification. Make it happen, folks. We're counting on each other here. Have a wonderful day.